Authorities flagged Cece Morales on day one of the no vaccination, no ride policy. They asked her to get off the bus as she is unvaccinated. Morales says she just gave birth and did not have the time to get vaccinated.
Ano na lang, yung diretso na lang po kami sa papuntahan namin na walk-in. Hindi naman namin alam na ganyan na mahuhuli kami. Kasi po kakapanganak ko lang po, bagong panganak ako. Hindi po ako nagpabaksin nung buntis ako kasi natatakot ako baka mapano yung baby.
For local governments like Quezon City, unvaccinated people who can't take public transport may proceed to the Quezon City Memorial Circle, where they can get their first dose. The Transportation Department says authorities only issue warnings on the first day that the policy takes effect, but it adds enforcement will be stricter in the following days. The LTFRB says fines for drivers and operators found violating the rule will range from 5,000 pesos for the first offense, 10,000 pesos and impounding of unit for the second offense, and 15,000 pesos and suspension of franchise for the third offense. The unvaccinated will still be allowed to take public transport as long as they qualify under the exceptions.
The exceptions include those who, by medical reason, cannot be fully vaccinated. All they have to do is present proof that medical certificate and the other details that they cannot be vaccinated, they will be allowed to board. Another exception is for those who's going to avail of essential goods and services. So even though they're not vaccinated and their reason for traveling using public transportation is to avail of those services, all they have to do is show proof.
The Commission on Human Rights, in the meantime, warns of possible abuses in carrying out the policy.
We cannot say that in the extreme that this policy is a violation of human rights. I guess what we are trying to say here is what we're trying to do is to remind the government in the implementation of this policy and in the policy itself to make sure that they do not result into excesses, especially in the implementation. We are really worried about the implementation kasi I think 30% of the NCR is not yet vaccinated. Medyo, if you convert that into absolute numbers, that's a lot. That's a lot of people.
The Transportation Department assures the public it will be considerate but strict with enforcement. It adds the policy will help stem the further spread of COVID-19. Crissy Dimatulac, CNN Philippines.